You could lose money without being scammed, hacked, or even doing anything wrong. All it takes is one transaction that you didn't pay attention to. And it happens more times than you think. A few months ago, my daughter went to a convenience store to grab a few fountain drinks. Should have been simple. 3 drinks, just over $3. She pays, but she didn't get the receipt, and she walks out. A few seconds later, her phone notification goes off. $50. Same transaction, same store. Now she's confused. She goes back inside. The clerk pulls up the transaction, and sure enough, it shows 50 bucks. Now, eventually they corrected it, but here's the part I want you to focus on. This wasn't fraud in the traditional sense. No hacker, no stolen identity, no elaborate scheme. It was just a transaction that didn't match reality. And if she hadn't been paying attention, that money would have been gone. And this is a mistake that most people make. They treat money transactions like passive events. Swipe the card, tap the phone, move on with life. No awareness, no verification, no follow-up. But every transaction is a decision, and every decision deserves your attention. Now, here's where some people are going to push back. They'll say, well, I checked my statements at the end of the month. Well, that's not enough, because by then you've already lost control of the moment. There are 2 types of awareness you need: real-time awareness and delayed awareness. Real-time awareness is simple. When you make a purchase, you know what it should cost, and you verify that it actually did. That means looking at the screen before you tap, watching the total, and getting your receipt. Because here's something a lot of people don't think about. You are entitled to a receipt every single time. Older generations understand that, but a lot of younger people don't. Sometimes the clerk won't even offer it. You actually have to ask for it. And that small step matters, because that receipt is proof of what just happened. Now, once that charge posts to your bank, you can match it up and destroy it if you don't need it for a return or for taxes. But in that moment, that receipt is your first layer of protection. And the moment you walk out without it, you lose leverage. And even if you did everything right, sometimes you just can't control everything. A system can be hacked. A merchant can intentionally make a mistake. A charge can process incorrectly. That's where delayed awareness comes in. Delayed awareness is your safety net. This is where you review your transactions, check your notifications, catch anything that slipped through. Because some problems you're just not going to catch in real time. And this is where most people fail. Not because they don't care, but because they trust the system too much. The real root problem is over-trusting and carelessness. We assume if something was wrong, somebody's going to fix it. But that's not how money works. Money doesn't care about you. It will move whether you're paying attention or not. And here's another simple habit. Anytime possible, make sure your card is run in front of you, especially at restaurants. Don't let it disappear for 10 minutes, because the more distance between you and the transaction, the less control you have. This isn't about paranoia. This is about awareness. Because small mistakes don't feel like a big deal. It's just $20 here, $40 there, until one day you realize you've lost hundreds, maybe thousands, without ever noticing when it happened. And that's the real danger. Not fraud, not hackers, but the fact that some people treat money like it just happens, instead of something they actively manage. So here's the takeaway. Pay attention to every transaction, not some of them, not just the big ones, every single one. Because the moment you stop paying attention is the moment you lose control of your money. And if you want to take control of your money, instead of just reacting to it, subscribe to the channel. Because everything that I talk about here is built around one idea: helping you build a financial life that actually works before things go wrong. I'll see you in the next video.